Hey guys, what's up? So, I said I was going to be doing tutorials and I'm going to stick to my word. This is going to be a tutorial for my second video that I made. It's the testing my skills number 2. Kind of looked like this, where I 3D tracked text, made a reflection and all that. I don't know if you guys want to know how to do this kind of stuff, but I'm sure it can help somebody's editing skills. So I decided I'll do a tutorial on it. If you guys have any specific requests though, you can let me know and I'll see what I can do. So, excuse me. I guess we can make a new comp from this. And basically I got this video from somebody on YouTube and he had like a watermark kind of thing over the video, so I had to just crop the video by like making it zoomed in kind of thing. But anyways, first off, you gotta get your clip. Never mind, I found it. So here it is. Get your cinematic cropped and all that. I'll do that real quick. Alright, so here's our comp. Hopefully you guys can ignore the text stuff in the middle of the screen for now. But I'm gonna have to mask that out really quick. So I'll get right back. Mask that out because I want to 3D track the clip without that in, otherwise it'll mess up my tracking. So if you're in After Effects, you're gonna want to go ahead and right click the layer, your video, and then hit track camera. Okay. Oh, oops, sorry. That's what you want to do, but since I have a mask, I actually have to pre-compose this layer because it won't be able to let the mask take effect. Move all attributes. There we go. Now, right click, track camera. This should take a little bit, depending on how long your video is and how high quality it is. Once it's done tracking though, you're gonna want to go ahead and make a new solid, whatever color you'd like, it doesn't matter. Go to Effect and Element 3D. So this is from Video Copilot. Sorry, I should have stated this earlier that I use Video Copilot. If you guys want a tutorial on how to do this in Cinema 4D and After Effects and Buju or whatever that's called, go ahead and comment. But that's more complicated, so you guys should probably go ahead and get this if you can. So it's done tracking now. I get my track points to make it so you can see them. So I got a bunch back here. None in the water really. Disappointing, but that one looks good enough. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I guess that's just for setting up so you can know where the actual floor is, but for what I'm doing, it's going to be floating above the water, so it doesn't matter. So go ahead and take your text. If it's not already aligned, you're going to have to hit O, not O, I'm sorry, hit R. And it'll show up your orientation. I guess you don't need that if you want to, but you can just hold W here and rotate it like this. So basically you want to just rotate it so that it's facing you. Now it's kind of above the water, more than kind of. Okay, now you're going to go ahead and hide the layer. Go into your element, 3D layer, go to custom layers, custom text and mask, and then go to text, your text that you have, and then go to scene setup. Once you're in this, you're going to go extrude, and it will extrude that text and make it 3D. I'm going to leave it with that. You can go ahead and mess with the presets, pro shaders, put on a metal or something like that if you'd like. I'm not going to. Hit OK. Now go to group 1, vertical, and rotation. Now go back to this text layer, hit all. Man, I keep on messing up. I'm sorry, hit R for, I think, orientation, but it's rotation that's bringing up. Go ahead and copy the different rotations so it goes X, Y, Z. It's because I pasted that in the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. You gotta paste that in the rotation. And then go to the position, hit P, go to position, Control C. And then paste that position in the position and the rotation and the rotation. I'm sorry. There we go. It's a little small, so you're gonna have to go to particle look, crank the size up. I'll put it at 35, 45. Let's try that. 55. That should be good. That looks like it might be. Yeah, it's a little bit above the water. I'm gonna go ahead and set that back a little bit, and then bring the Y up. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and where is it? Mask. Oh, what's in here? Okay, I'm gonna turn off the mask now. Okay, you got the text. Now you want to go ahead and duplicate it by hitting Control D or right clicking. And I think you can duplicate it in here. I can't remember, but I know Control D duplicates it. Or Command D, Control D, whichever you're on. I'm in Mac actually, so I should have said Command D. I'm crazy. Now you got it duplicated. You want to go to the group settings again. Take the X orientation and rotation, and flip it down. And then take the Y. Try and make it like that, so it's perfectly lined up. And then take the Y position and push that down. Once you got it down, it looks like a reflection. Line it up good. I'm going to push it back a little bit so that the kind of matches up, because it does shrink a little bit, the angle I'm at. Anyways, now it should look like a reflection. Yeah. But reflections are dimmer, so you're going to go ahead and hit T for opacity. I put mine at 50%. Think that looks good enough. If you guys want to change it up, you can go ahead. But obviously, put the settings at what you think it looks best for your cinematic. This is just my tutorial for what looks best on mine. And then I also took this and pre-composed it. Move all attributes. Now go ahead and take this, the camera for the composition, Control C or Command C. Go into your composition, Control V or Command V, and that pastes it. So that way it's back to the right position. And then go ahead and make a mask. That's what I did. Boom, boom, boom. Crazy mask. Now hit M, bring up the settings. I went ahead and feathered it. I don't remember how much. We'll see. I also switched it to subtract. Let's feather it some more. A little bit more. You want it to look like it disappears. Kind of like this stuff does. The reflections back there. I think that looks good enough. Now you want to go to Effects. Up here. Go to Blur. Fast Blur. And then repeat edges. Or repeat edge pixels so it doesn't look funny. Probably shouldn't matter for this clip, but then just go ahead and blur it a little bit, because you can see the reflections back there are not crisp and clear, they're blurred. And then one other thing, if I could remember what it was. Okay, yep. Go to Effect, go over to this side panel here, effects and presets, and search turbulent displace. Now that you do that, it should look a little funny. Go ahead and bring down the amount and the size. And it should, if I go over to these things, just a second, let me check what I put here. 36.7.3. So I messed around with this like you guys should do, and I got the best look for the water. This is making the ripple effect kind of thing, makes the, you know, the ripples distort the reflections in the background, so you want to do that to your reflection, obviously. So if I go ahead and zoom in actually, and I put this on full quality, you should be able to see the ripples if I hit play. Good. Came up with myself, and there you go, it looks like it's like waving or rippling. Pretty basic, I think. I figured out myself. I think I just said that. But the ripples seem kind of small for that area, right where I have the text, so I could change that if I wanted to by making the amount smaller. And I could make the size bigger if I wanted to, maybe, to make it more distinguishable, but let's go ahead and leave it. Figure out what looks best for your cinematic. So that's almost it, pretty much, guys. That's all I did, really. That was that quick. If you want to be fancy and all, you can go ahead and like mask around stuff. I didn't do that because I had it over more and I just had that mask on it that kind of just blurred out. So it looked fine. But that's it. And if you guys want to actually quick, you can go to render settings, lighting, and you can mess around with the different lightings. I put mine on natural, sorry. I'm an idiot. And make sure you change the lighting effect to your reflection too, otherwise I'd look really dumb. But you can also go ahead and make your own light with a new layer and then go to light, and you can make whatever you want. Make sure it looks good. You can do spotlights, parallel light, point light, and ambient light. Ambient light just kind of lights up the whole composition, but it's just a small text, so it's just going to light up the whole text. If you do spot or point, you can actually, if I could take the crazy light and get it closer, you can kind of mess with it, make it pointed at it depending on where the sun is in your composition, or not your composition, in your video. So like that, if the sun was coming from behind, or if I just go to layer new, sorry, one more thing, layer new, adjustment layer. If you want to add a color correction, go to effects, color correction, curves, exposure, whatever you want to do. I use Magic Bullet Looks, and I throw on some fancy presets that they have in here. I actually have my own presets that I made too, but they were for COD montages, not for this, like natural cinematics. But you can always find something cool, guys. I think this is actually the one I used. Looks pretty nice. I may have turned down some stuff, but alright, that's it, guys. Hopefully that helped. If it does, and you guys end up making some cinematic like this, send me a link. That'd be awesome. I'd like to see it. Subscribe for more. You have any tutorials you want to see, hit me up in the comments or a personal message, and I could possibly make that tutorial for you if I know how to do it, or I could try and find a tutorial for you. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.